keep my hand in the fire. Won't learn my lesson till I let it burn, but never lose my desire. Had it from the moment that I felt.
I do have a story time for you guys.
Never get enough of you. I'll take the risk like I'm bulletproof. Shots in my heart, but it bleeds the truth. A part of every little thing I do.
This is not shit or anything. I'm just speaking my truth. Oh yeah.
Just like a tattoo. I'll always have you.
What's up you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Jocelyn and welcome back to another video. I know I took a whole week off and I'm so sorry. I really missed you guys, but your girl is being busy. We're gonna get into that eventually. A couple updates and it's nothing bad, honestly. I'm so grateful for everything that is happening in my life, so we're gonna get into that eventually. Because I took some time off, I wanted to come back with a mini haul for you guys. Summer is approaching. I don't even know if we are already on summer because this weather is being crazy. Lately it's been super hot here, so I'm so ready to just kind of like spruce it up a little bit here in my apartment. And I also want to just do the last touches before I move on with the apartment tour, which fingers crossed that can be the next video or in between. We will see. I just really want to make sure the apartment is at least between 95 to 99% done. But let's jump right into the items that I got this week. I am so in love with blue right now. If you guys missed the last video, I'm gonna link it down below. We went to Home Goods with the a little shop with me and I just been gravitating a lot towards blue. If you follow me for a while, I don't really do colors in this apartment, and honestly ever. I just love neutrals. They really calm me down. They are so peaceful, and I know it's not a cup of tea for everybody, but I do love neutrals. Since I met Terrence, I noticed that I've been adding a lot of colors in my life. I never done a red Christmas. I did last year. I never done an orange fall. I did it last year and I still want to do it this year. I don't know if it's the energy in this relationship, but it's been inspiring me to add more colors in my life, and I'm not mad at it. I actually like it. So if you watched that last video, we went to Home Goods and I was gravitating a lot towards blue, and this specific pattern, which actually is very oriental. My boyfriend is mixed with Asian, so I really been wanted to kind of like incorporate some type of Japan here, and I was able to score beautiful pieces from his country. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. First item I want to show you guys is this gorgeous vase that I got from the vintage shop. This was priced at $22, I believe. It is absolutely beautiful and massive. I knew for a fact that I wanted a vase like this just to put kind of like some hydrangeas. Thought that this would look so pretty in my bar area in the dining room, and again just adding some type of hydrangeas, those that they look like very green. I'll probably mix them with like the white ones too. These will eat. So I went last week to Hobby Lobby, tried to look for those florals, but they were on sale that week. So I'm planning to go sometime this week and check them out, because right now I have the vase like that, but it's literally empty. So I really want to add some type of hydrangeas here, and it's gonna look so pretty. Next from Home Goods, I got this gorgeous shower curtain. It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, bringing the patterns of blue. I never really added any color before in my bathrooms, but I really wanted to add some color. So when I saw these for, I believe it was like $16.99, I was like, this is perfect. So I'm super excited. I've been wanting to put this up, but I was like, let me just show it first to the girls. The store that I went, they did have a lot in stock. So if you guys are in a home for something like this, make sure you guys check your local Home Goods. I keep saying Home Goods, but it's actually from TJ Maxx. I'm sorry, but you most likely can find it at Home Goods as well, since they are sisters. But yeah, TJ Maxx for $16.99. From Target, I got this gorgeous wall art, and I think this is from the summer collection because I went there a couple weeks ago and this was not there. So the price was $12, literally $12 for this. It's your typical kind of like vintage looking wall art, and again, going with the blue patterns. I'm not trying to do it too over top, so I'm just definitely taking my time adding these type of colors here and there. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep these. One part of me, I really like it. Another part of me is like, if this is too much blue for me, I'm not sure. So at first I put it in the coffee bar and it looks super pretty as the background, but I'm still very undecided. But so far it's cute. You guys let me know in the comments down below if I should keep it or I should return it. Okay, so next we had the spring collection from Hobby Lobby. Right now everything is 50% off just because they're trying to get rid of all the spring stuff to bring the summer and eventually fall, which it was so crazy. I actually posted on my stories. They are putting all the fall decorations out. They also started putting Christmas already. So wanted to give you a heads up because they had the viral garland that sells out every year. So if you are in a hunt for it, a lot of you guys been telling me like sometimes you guys can pay full price and whenever they drop it to the 50% off or whatever, you guys can get that money back. So that's good to know. But yes, all the spring collection, they are right now on 50% off. So I saw these gorgeous plates, and again, going with the blue patterns, I was like, this is super perfect. I thought this will pair very well with all the blue tones that I had going on around my apartment right now, and I haven't even checked in how they look like. So let's open it real quick. I was debating between this set and one that I saw at Walmart. I was very close to buy that one, but the one from Walmart, the blue is a little bit lighter for my liking. I really want to just add those kind of like navy blues, the ones that resembles to like Chinese or Japan style. So this is beautiful, y'all. So this is the big plate. It is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I actually paid $17 for this. I think it retails for $30 or something. So this is a big plate. Then we had a very tiny small plate, super pretty. And then we had the little bowl situation. This is super pretty. I actually thinking about going back to the store and buy more of these. These are so timeless. They are food safe, of course, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe. So these is so pretty. I love the patterns and everything. This looks so high-end, honestly. So good price, and I actually recommend this. Moving on to Target, I saw these gorgeous little glasses. They're actually candles. They had these beautiful design over here. It looks like a little, I don't know, like drink situation. This was priced at $5, and I always wanted to add something like this in the bar area, so I decided to purchase 2 of them. Again, only $5. I think this is such an amazing price. I'm planning to probably go back and purchase maybe 2 more just to have 4 in the bar, but I'm not planning to really burn them. They look so aesthetic in my opinion. They just look so good as a design, and I love it. So it's very sweet, almost like a perfume. These are so pretty. Since I'm obsessed with all this blue situation, you already know where I went. I went to Facebook Marketplace and I found this person that she was selling a lot of vintage pieces. And this is the thing, I saw some of these patterns at Home Goods and they are great price in my opinion, but I really wanted to have something vintage. And you guys know I'm very big on having timeless pieces, and I aspire to, whenever I get to the point where I'm very old, to have my little booth, so when I get rid of these items, somebody can appreciate these items. I think that would be my ultimately dream. Whenever I hit to a certain age, I want somebody to really enjoy these pieces, and that's why I don't really like to buy brand new stuff from Home Goods, and that's why I lean more towards curated vintage items, all antiques, just because they are timeless. And if one day you just get tired or you just want to change your style, you can always have your money back and even more. But moving on, I went to Facebook Marketplace. I saw this seller and she was selling things from Japan. You guys know when I'm very hesitant if something is vintage, because we never know. I already told you guys, sometimes people claim that something is antique and it's not, just because they want to get a profit of it. So I've been using Google Lenses. This is not sponsored, but I use Google Lenses a lot. It helps me so much. You can take a picture of something or just upload that picture and it's gonna literally generate different websites, and if this is vintage or how much it normally retails for. These are items that they are discontinued. You can possibly find it at eBay, Etsy, places like that, and they will definitely gonna charge you more just because they don't sell this anymore. They're not making this, so it's definitely an antique piece. So she was selling 2 things and I was very excited, so I immediately texted her. It was like around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I know she's not gonna respond me at this time, so I only sent her a message around that time and I didn't get no response. And then around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, it was no response, and I was like, well, normally at this time people wake up. Then later I sent another message to one of the other listings that I was actually interested, and she responded me immediately, and I was like, hey, good morning, I'm actually interested in another listing too. So we set at the time, and she was the sweetest lady ever. These lady have everything wrapped up, everything beautifully. She even marked in top of the wrapping what it was. Super organized, and I just gonna keep looking at her listings because it seems like she's getting rid of some of these pieces. So anyways, all of that to say that the next item that I got from her is these gorgeous set. These are absolutely gorgeous, you guys. You can tell she probably never used them. It was probably more for decorations. I'm gonna put the style of these because this is Japanese. I love these so much. She actually sold it to me for $23, and when I did my quick research, they range more than that because again, they're not making this anymore and they are vintage. So it's gonna look so beautiful in my kitchen area, just adding that pop of blue. Super pretty. So the other two items that I got from her, the first one I'm gonna show you, this gorgeous container. Apparently it's like sugar holder or something like that. So it had the lid and you can definitely put some sugar over here. Super pretty. Again, the same pattern as the salt and pepper shakers, and these are from Japan. I did my research and they are selling these for $45 itself. So I got these, and the other item that I'm about to show you guys for $25 to set. So the next item is the creamer. I'm being in a hunt for a beautiful creamer, and I was this close to buy one from Amazon. When I saw this one, I was like, this is so pretty and perfect. I like the shape. I like the blue again. So super beautiful and timeless. I'm so obsessed with all these items. I'm definitely following her now because she do own the plates of this collection. So I'm gonna wait if she's gonna post them. She was saying like a tier shelf, and that's where I sell the plates. So far she's not selling the plates, but I still keeping the eye on her because she have a lot of these pieces and it looks like she's just getting rid of them slowly but surely. So that's what I got from Facebook Marketplace. Super beautiful, and I think I got such a great deal. I think this is my last item. So it is gorgeous lamp. If you guys remember, I had the same lamp from another vintage shop and it cost me like $45, I believe. So I saw this one off from Facebook Marketplace and I was like, it's no way this is $20. It is super heavy. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I actually went on Instagram and I showed you guys in real time when I got it. So I actually did like a little TikTok and reel for Instagram. $20 for this antique vintage lamp. It is insane. The lady told me that when she posted it, her daughter said, "Mom, nobody's gonna buy that." And she actually told the daughter, so guess what? I actually had somebody driving an hour to pick this up. And I was like, I know that's right. And she was like, yeah, I noticed that a lot of young people are very into it in vintage stuff, and it's kind of like a trend that is coming up. And she asked me what was the plans for this lamp, if I was about to resell it or keep it to myself, which that was like a very odd question. I never really sell something and ask the person where you're gonna put it or something. And I told her, no, this is for myself. Like, I'm planning to put this in my vanity, maybe in my kitchen. I just like small lamps. She was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I might post the reel around here so you guys can see, but it is so pretty. It looks absolutely gorgeous in my desk/vanity, and I'm totally obsessed with. And so far, that's all that I got this weekend. I've been actually looking for the most beautiful patterns that resembles to Japanese or China culture. I'm very into it, and again, kind of inspired me to date Terrence because he is mixed with Japanese. So definitely I want to incorporate some of his country in my decor. I just been gravitating towards blue. Like, I don't know what's going on, and I think this is perfect for summer. It's timeless. I would definitely keep this all year round, and it looks so pretty. But let me know what you guys think about this mini haul. I think you guys deserve something since I've been gone for too long. It's the very next day and we just came back from the dealership. I finally just got what I needed to fix. It was quite expensive. We actually tried to get it fixed around here, but it was pretty much the same price. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. And she actually gave me some discount for traveling because again, the dealership is an hour away. So that was cool. It was actually a pretty good discount. So everything is fixed. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have the check-in light anymore. So I'm super excited. But I'm about to go to Hobby Lobby, I just dropped off Terrence. I don't know if I told you guys this, but he is in college as well, so that's the reason why he's not really in the videos lately, just because he's really dedicating a lot of hours in the class. So I just dropped him off, and I'm planning to go to Hobby Lobby just because I really want to get some hydrangeas or some type of flowers for the beautiful blue vase that I have in my bar area. So I just want to see what I can find. Most likely Hobby Lobby, they do have a lot of sales there. I do have a story time for you guys. Let me start driving and get comfortable. I just don't want you guys to fall. I saw something at Facebook Marketplace, and I was just so excited because I'm very into these blue pattern things, and they are very expensive, especially if you are trying to get it like vintage from China, Japanese, and all of that, right? If y'all can hear the AC, I'm so sorry, but it's super hot. This person was selling a whole set for $55. Mind you, these are vintage pieces, the whole blue pattern, the mugs, the plates, the tea container, all of that for $55. I was like, this is great. It's actually 20 pieces in total. So I get with her, you know, and I set up kind of like the time. I did tell her earlier, hey, in the dealership, just kind of like getting something fixed in my car. I'm not sure exactly what time I can be there, but hopefully between 3 and 4, right? And she told me that's fine. Anytime after 12, I'm good. So I thought that she was pretty flexible with the time, right? Then she proceeded to blow my phone maybe like an hour later, telling me that she have a lot of people interested, that what time I actually coming in, 3 or 4. Like at this point, she's actually putting a timer. And I was like, you know what, it's fine, please proceed to sell them. I just got out from the dealership, my car just got fixed, it's fine. She responded immediately, like very apologetic. She was like, I'm so sorry, like I didn't want it to sound like I was rushing you. It's just like my neighbor really want to close these listings out. She really want to sell them. I'm sorry, I fell. But I respectfully told her that I understand, but I gave you my word that was about to come in, that I did have some errands to run. I mean, about my car, I don't play with that. If I don't have a car, I cannot go nowhere. So I told her respectfully, like, I get what you're saying, but the whole rushing thing, it was weird. I gave you my word that I was coming in. So the whole thing about rushing me, or people are interested, people are willing to come in, all of that was so unnecessary. If I already told you I'm coming in, and then you was very flexible telling me like anytime after 12, I'm the one that told you between 3 and 4 because I thought my car will be ready by that time. But yes, after that she said, you are correct. I definitely made a poor decision. I should have told you that. If you're willing to come in, I can meet you tomorrow. And because I really want these pieces, because I know how expensive they are, and I'm getting a good deal with $55 for 20 pieces, I told her that's fine. I almost don't pick it up, y'all. I was super mad, and Terrence was like, yeah, that was very unnecessary. She didn't have to come across like that. I'm still gonna come tomorrow. Again, the only reason I'm doing it is because only for the teapot itself, they are selling it for $95 at exit. $95 for only the teapot, and I'm getting the whole set for $55. That's the only reason I'm still going to pick it up tomorrow. If not, I will call it out. And I know I might gonna get some comments like, no, you know, like I wouldn't even come in after that. It's okay, you know. I think she hold herself accountable. She understands that when you're selling things, you need to slow down. Like all of that was very unnecessary. The whole rushing thing, after I told you like my car is in the shop, it was very unnecessary. But again, I admire the fact that she hold herself accountable, and she literally told me, I'm gonna sell it to you. I can meet you tomorrow. She told me anytime after 1:30. I said 1:30. Let's just do it right away, because the misunderstanding again. She told me anytime after 12, so I feel like she was about to be flexible. So I told her between 3 and 4, and after that, look what happened. So she told me the same thing today for tomorrow, anytime after 1:30. I told her 1:30. I can definitely meet you at 1:30. I will go to the bank later on, or maybe tomorrow, to get the money, and I will show you guys everything. It looks super cute. I might just put the listing around here so you guys can see how it looks. But she got me mad. She got me really mad. But I'm heading out to Hobby Lobby. Hopefully I can get my hands on the hydrangeas that I'm looking for. If they don't have it, I will most likely go to Michael's and check them out. Okay, so we're in the floral section. I was thinking about maybe these beige hydrangeas. I think I want more like the green ones or the white ones, like a nice mix. I kind of like the color of these. I love these baby breads too, they're so nice. Here is all the fall decorations. I'm not gonna go into it because it's super early for this, but I'm planning to buy these for this year. They look very realistic. They're so nice. Those two, they're so nice too. Okay, so I think this will work. It's 40% off. They are huge, y'all. I honestly think I only need maybe like one stem. They're very nice. How much is this? $18.99, 40% off. I might get this and mix it with like some white ones maybe. These right there, they're nice too. Not sure if I want to mix the colors. I think this is kind of like what I want, like a small little hydrangeas. These are huge. I mean, I like the colors, so I might still gonna pick it up, but kind of want to mix it with like maybe small ones like this. I don't know. Okay, I feel like the entire video I'm just talking about very blue stuff, but this is very pretty. $7.99, and they have like the very tiny ones for $5.99, and they had this one for $5.49. I personally don't like small vases because it's hard to style them, but they do have this one too for $25. It's a nice pattern. It's nice. Oh my god, how cute are these? These are only $149 a stem. They're so cute. So cute. I've never seen this one either. That's so nice. I wish to have something like this but in blue. They only have it in this color, but this is so pretty and it's on sale as well. They're nice. I just wish it had been blue because it's the perfect floral pattern, you know, resembles to the whole oriental thing, but yeah, it's like not the color that I'm looking for. They do have these, which they're pretty nice too. Again, all the spring collection is literally on sale. I don't remember seeing this, but I think this is like a new wall art here. It's very pretty. It looks like a vintage wall art, and all of this is 50% off. Wednesday. It is very early in the morning. It's currently 7:22 and I'm trying to grab out this video today just because, as you guys know, I work tonight, so I'm trying to just really get into the editing and everything. So I'm starting this video very early. I also will be picking up the Facebook Marketplace find that I found yesterday, and it was like a, I don't want to say misunderstanding because she knew what she was doing, but again, I'm still gonna go ahead and pick it up because it's such a great deal. I'm getting a lot of good things for only 50 bucks. But yesterday we went to Happy Lobby. We also went to Walmart, and I came home and the lighting wasn't good, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So going with the whole Nancy Meyer style and the whole blue patterns thing, I noticed that in that style they use a lot of hydrangeas, which I love hydrangeas like by nature. So I saw these and I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep them because I'm not gonna lie, once you have something good, it's hard to just kind of like settle. And the ones that I have from Amazon, they look very realistic and they look very pretty. So these are okay. I'm going back and forth if I should return them. I feel like I can get something better at Amazon or any website, to be honest. So these are not bad, but they were like $16. I got it for like 40% off, which is not that bad. Yeah, I think, or I need more than one, or I might just return it. From the kitchen section, I got these two towels. I'm about to comes with these very clean lines. It looks very classic. I love it so much. I know a lot of people are getting those towels that they are going viral at HomeGoods. They have black and white stripes as well, and I was this close to get them because when I went to the HomeGoods they have a bunch of them, but I didn't. These are so classic. I feel like these never gonna go out of style. Doesn't matter what time of the year, these just look so classic. So this was priced at $3.79. Then I bought some things for the dinner yesterday. It was so delicious. I did a classic Marry Me chicken pasta. When I tell you, Terrence was like, this is a 10. He literally stirred himself like twice. It was so good. We still had leftovers for today, but yeah, it was so good. It was so freaking good. Okay, I'm gonna move on with the updates in my life. I just been busy. I just been in focus mode and just really prioritizing the things that I need to prioritize. Let's start with my health real quick. I got an appointment last week. You guys know, typical blood test and all of that. So the results came up pretty well. I was this close to go back to the pre-diabetic range. Before that visit, my results were 5.6. So once you are 5.7, you're already in a pre-diabetic range. So last time that I went there to check my sugar levels and everything, I was in 5.5. So it's definitely going down, which that's honestly a good sign. I've been eating well. I've been trying to do my workouts. Definitely the sponsorship that I did a couple months ago when they sent me the treadmill, yeah, that's been a game changer. I'm telling you, I will use any excuse to not go to walk. Like if it was too hot, if it was too cold, if it was raining, I will excuse anything to just not go. In between that, honestly, I was pretty lazy to literally just walk. I really don't enjoy working out, and I'm so grateful because even before that sponsorship, I was already looking for treadmills like that because on TikTok that's all they sell, and I was like, they're not even that expensive. They're like between $50 to $100. So I'm very grateful for that sponsorship because I've been walking almost every single day. I also been taking my vitamins and I just been feeling very good, honestly. So as far as my sugar levels, everything is good. I'm no longer in the pre-diabetic range. However, I still have to keep tracking it just because it only takes for you to eat the wrong thing for too long to go back to that. The only bad thing that came up is my cholesterol, and that's something that it's stressing me out, honestly, because again, if you have high cholesterol, that can lead you to a stroke, a heart attack, or something like that, because it literally clogs your veins, you know, and it's something that I've always been concerned about. So in my last visit, I told her that I started taking these Call Off Plus, and when I started taking it, I started feeling kind of like dizzy and almost sick to my stomach, to be honest. But I didn't read the label, honestly. You're supposed to drink 4 in a day, 2 I guess in the morning and 2 later with large meals. So I don't really eat that much, you know, in the times that I was taking this because it was too strong for me. But the reviews of these things are insane. People see a drastically change in their numbers when it comes to their cholesterol. So I still want to take it. So I asked her and she was like, I actually took it and it really helps with my numbers. I see a lot of patients and it helps tremendously to regulate their numbers too. So she said try to take maybe 1 instead 2 until your body gets used to it. So I'm not gonna have to listen to her, but sometimes I take 2 and I feel good. So again, I think it matters a lot what you eat. So anyways, I got to tell you that I was reading the wrong cholesterol. When I was saying that I was in 244, that's the good cholesterol. The one that is bad, I believe, is the LDL. So that one went up and that's the one that I need to track. So hopefully between the meals that I'm taking and also, you know, my cholesterol off that I got from Costco, which you can also find at Walgreens, CVS, literally in anywhere. Hopefully with this, my numbers regulate because I don't see her until next year. She did tell me that if I wanted to schedule an appointment in between, I can always do that. The next appointment is gonna be next year around March. That's a whole year. So of course, you know, I want to track my levels, and Terrence also was telling me to probably check in Amazon. They sell those things that you can inject yourself, which I'm very scared. Not even tell him if I do that, you're gonna have to help me because I'm scared. But just to track my sugars, you know, because from here to a whole year can happen so much, you know. So am I gonna have to get those things from Amazon or I don't know where. Get that checking regularly because now I'm panicking that I'm not gonna see her for the entire year. In another note, if you guys watched my last video, I mentioned that I have good news for you guys, at least for me and whoever really feel happy for me, because I understand that not everybody really root for you. And I've been talking about this for years, honestly. I've been procrastinating, and between procrastination, also going through things that definitely took the focus of what I actually wanted to do, it leads me to where I'm at. Before I even tell you, I posted this video that I will link it down below. It was when I hit my 31st year birthday, and I remember that day we have a little celebration in the house and everything, and it was cool. But I remember in that video I was complaining so much about my job, and like always I got different opinions, and I always respect that because people see things differently, and that's okay. That's the beautiful thing about being a human being. And I don't know if in the video I came across ungrateful, but that's mainly what I got in that video. Like, you're ungrateful, it seems like you have a good job, it seems like you live good, and all these things that from the outside it looks so beautiful, but y'all don't have no idea the cost of it. I never disclose where I work. I'm not gonna keep it like that. I've seen YouTubers getting literally fired over anything, so I never disclose where I work. But just know that I work in an environment where I'm not truly happy, I'm not learning anything. I always complain about my job because it's physically demanding. I've been in this company for officially over 6 years, and I feel like I lost my entire 20s in this company. I'm currently 31, I'm about to be 32 in a month or two. So I just got in the realization that I need to stop complaining and actually do something. And I mentioned this many times, but I actually never did anything. And I remember when 2025 hit, I was like, this year's gonna be different in all the ways. I want to change the narrative of my life. I want to change what I want to do, because I work with a lot of older people, right? And this is not shade or anything, I'm just speaking my truth. Again, this job is physically demanding, and you add the hours that you work third shift, and they are long hours, 2 hours, 12 hours. So when you put that in perspective, I cannot see myself doing this in the next 10, 15, 20 years. I don't care what type of promotion I get, because luckily I'm in management, but still, like, I don't see myself having this type of routine for 20, 30 until I guess I retire. First of all, I'm not learning anything from it. It doesn't fulfill me as a person. I don't see any purpose. It's not challenging. It pays well, of course, but it's not what I want. If you guys know a little bit about me, I believe I did some story times here and there, and I mentioned that I was in college. Actually, I did 2 years, and then after that I ended up moving out, and that's the reason why I never finished college. I was doing biology. I always loved science. I always loved school. I always had good grades and everything, and it really crushed me when I started living my reality of this is it. You know, you here working for this company for too long, and keep in mind, I honestly believe that my health issues started from there too. Working third shift, you're not sleeping well, and then the times that you're supposed to be having breakfast, you're actually eating an entire meal, and all of that influence in your health. So going back, I did 2 years in biology, and I was preparing for my degree, and I never finished it. So I recently reached out to the college, and the good thing about my college, they transfer all my credits, so I don't have to start from zero, and I also can have all my classes online, so I don't have to even go back there. I enrolled and starting my classes in August. I'm a full-time student. I'm still gonna keep my job. However, I might gonna have to get some accommodations for days that I might have to leave early or have a class, but I'm taking 4 classes, so I'm a full-time student, and I'm very excited. And I want to just say that because I don't want to say like my content's gonna get affected, but definitely I'm prioritizing college. I've seen a lot of people, right, jumping into influencing and YouTube, TikTok, and all of that. I just feel like social media is not sustainable. It is a good outlet if you want to have a passive income on the side, but I would not recommend for this to be your main income. And again, I see YouTube as my hobby. It's actually something that I enjoy doing, so it doesn't even feel like a job at this point. I just love to talk, pick up the camera, show you guys around, do decorate with me, let's go to the stores, let's see what the vintage shop offered today. The minute that something feels like a job, you don't enjoy it. So yeah, social media is not sustainable. This is something that I do for fun, and thankfully, of course, I do get paid, but it's not something that I see myself just having a whole career and just fully depend on YouTube or other platforms. I'm very excited that I'm starting my classes, you guys, because this is something that I always wanted to do. I talk about it, but I never really initiated the whole process, and now it's real. So what we're doing right now, we are planning a lot of things before my classes start. Mind you, Terrence is also doing college right now, so we're trying to also balance the relationship, the time, me doing YouTube on the side, keeping my job, but also doing college eventually is gonna be a lot. So we are planning planning a couple trips for the next few weeks just to have a little bit fun before we lock in the college. I mean, he's actually doing it, but I'm starting on August and it's not like only one class or two. I'm having 4. So I know it's gonna be a little bit hard for me, but I'm very excited. And the best part, y'all, because I already did 2 years, I only had 2 years left to finish my degree and I will be graduated. I am so excited. I am so excited. And I was telling Terrence that eventually I would like to pursue my master's, and depends the whole marriage and possibly having kids and stuff like that, I can pursue my PT. That will be the ultimate goal, of course. And I know I saw some comments, people were saying, I think you're getting your license for real estate. That's something that is also in my plans too. This is the thing, and I always laugh when I have these type of deep conversations with Terrence. My mind goes so crazy, the amount of things that I want to do. And I want to start now because I'm pushing to 40. Next, you know, I'm pushing to 40. So now is the time for me to really lock in and do the things that I want to do. I mentioned that I want to own our Airbnb. I want to get in real estate. Of course, I want to finish my degree. It's so many things I want to do, and that's going to take time. That's going to take time away from YouTube. That's going to take time for content. I was thinking to start mini series on TikTok, like come with me as a 30-something years old, getting her life together again. I think that would be a nice motivation series, because when I tell you I'm at 31 years old, I felt lost. I feel like this was it. Like, this is a company that's gonna be working for too long, even though I don't like it. The whole mindset about it pays the bills, I live comfortable, so it is what it is. That mindset will keep you poor, to be honest, because you're not doing something that you truly love. And that's why sometimes you're moody, sometimes you complain. And I got to the point, y'all, when I stopped complaining about my job. I don't know if you guys noticed that in the couple vlogs before. I stopped completely complaining about it, because I have people complain about their job too with me, and it's exhausting to hear them. And it's hard to even sympathize with them, because I'm a true believer that you can change your reality. I know people go through things. I had somebody that she couldn't finish college because she got pregnant eventually. Some people had different outcomes, different situations, and I get that. But I believe that you can always change your reality. I know nobody wants to get into a student loan, but that's an option if you really want to get educated. It's like so many things that you can do, and I feel like sometimes we do a lot of procrastination. We don't believe in ourselves, or we're just lazy. We don't want to do it. If you're okay with where you at, it's fine. As long as you're happy, that's what matters. I don't see myself doing this job for too long. Again, the best part, in 2 years I will be graduated, so I can start performing my actual job and be a professional, which that's all that I wanted. And I even motivated my brother, so he said he's actually starting college at the same time like me, and we both doing the same career, which is crazy. So that's the big announcement. If you need a pep talk, I would tell you, you have the power to change reality. Complaining about your job over and over again is not gonna fix it. If you're truly unhappy where you at, you can change that. Just think about your life is in an empty book, and God gave you a pencil. You are the author. You can write how you want your life to be. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be times where you probably don't want to keep going, but once you go through all of that, the reward is so much worth it. If you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, 40, even 50, I see a lot of people graduating and they are very old. It's never too late. But if you had the time, do it now. That's all I wanted to say in that topic. I'm very, very excited. Again, we are trying to plan a couple trips. It can be local. We also thinking about going to Puerto Rico sometime, but we're definitely gonna be locally just doing things before I start my college, because once I start that, I'm gonna be locked in. And I've not been mentioning this before about the Homoglow, but I even told him all of that's gonna take time for me. So I told him we can definitely get into Homoglow. I know that's a service that they come here, they clean the house for you. They even go to the extent to do the laundry for you, which I told him I think we can definitely handle the laundry. I will feel kind of weird if somebody touch my stuff. We both agree that we're gonna pay the service probably starting next month. I want to try it out first and see how it goes with the first service, and if we like it, we're gonna stick with it, you know. And I told him we can do this twice a month, if not once a month, but I think twice a month will be better, so the apartment is always clean and somebody's constantly coming in to keep everything in place. And it's funny to me because I used to be that type of person that I would literally roast anybody that pay for services like that. Do you have somebody that do your clothes? Do you have somebody that come here and clean? Like, who are you? That was in my very younger age. And now the older that I get, if you can afford those things and those things will alleviate your lifestyle so then you can focus on other things, why not, right? So we are totally on board, and if we like it, we're gonna stick with it again, and most likely we're gonna have the service twice a month so the house can always be clean. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very excited. I'm a little bit nervous because I do have a lot of things that they are vintage. I used to work in a cleaning company, and the client can literally leave notes or comments about what you want them to touch or not. So am I gonna have to do that? Am I gonna have to say, hey, don't clean the surface? Like, for for example, if they break this lamp that cost me almost $300, even though they can give me the money, these are really hard to find. So it's not even about the money, it's the fact that these items are really hard to find. I do have a lot of vintage items, so I'm a little bit skeptical, so I'm not gonna have to be very, I don't want to say picky, but like kind of like put in the notes the things that please don't touch. I can take care of that, you know. But as far as the kitchen, the bathrooms, the living room, I'm okay with that. Catch up, because again it's Wednesday, so I work tonight. I don't like to be rushing the last minute, and I guess I will pick you guys back later once we go to get the Facebook Marketplace find. Hi guys, it's currently 12:23, so I'm an hour away. I still need to go to put gas in my car. I need to go to the bank and get the money, which all of these are close home, so I don't have to really drive too far. But I want to be there on time because I'm not playing with this lady. You know, I want to be there exactly at 1:30 or maybe 5 minutes before, because you already know the deal. But oh my god, it's so hot, you guys. It's like 88 degrees. And for me to say that it's hot is crazy. I should put gas first. Yeah, let's put gas first. And then go to the ATM. Oh, one of the issues that I had with my car, it was that every time I was putting gas in my car, it didn't want it to start. I never heard that before. I heard different issues about cars, but not about like you putting gas and then the car doesn't want to start. So it started a little bit like struggling, and it got to the point where sometimes I would sit there for maybe 2 minutes, try to start my car. And that's when I really got scared. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and check this car. So this is my first time putting gas now after they fixed it yesterday. So I'm a little bit nervous, but it should be fine. It should be fine because they fixed it. They even give me guarantee for 2 years. So she was like, if something happened, just come back and we got you. So let me put gas real quick. It's so hot. I don't know, I kind of want like an acai bowl. I want coffee too. I had to slow down. I'm too excited because my numbers are looking too good. But that's the issue. Sometimes you know that you're doing great, so you feel like you can spare, and I don't want to be doing that. I had to be consistent. So I didn't have a lot of sugar today, but I did have coffee already, so I should slow down with that. Let me go here. I hope you guys don't fall. I think I'm gonna have to go inside, because one time I used my card here and it emptied my entire bank. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So let me go ahead inside and coming right back. Okay, we just got here. I just texted her. Not sure if I'm in the right address. 3937. Coming right back now. Okay, y'all, so we secured the goodies. They look in very good condition. However, of course, I need to clean them because I already saw I can tell they've just been probably in a cabinet for years. So I had to wash them and everything. This area is so nice. I honestly like to come to these neighborhoods that have beautiful houses because it's just inspired me to get one, because that's my ultimate dream. I want a beautiful house. But yeah, this is a nice community right here. Heading back home right now. I'll be there in an hour. So the traffic was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. Let me just put the AC on. So the traffic was bad, and it's only what? It's Wednesday. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I don't know why. Oh my god, the house is so pretty. Oh my god. Oh my god. One day. I remember telling Terrence, actually, I don't want to sound like it has to be this type of house, but I told him that I'm okay if I need to wait. Like, I don't want to settle just to have a house, you know. Like, I'm gonna work hard to get the type of house that I want, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I get so excited just looking at houses. But once I get home, I will show you guys everything. The interaction was so weird because, as I mentioned before, yesterday she was kind of like rushing the whole thing, very unnecessary for no reason. So we didn't really like talk that much, but she was very sweet when I met her. I'm still gonna leave a review to her because she was out of pocket, you know. But they look so nice. They look so nice. And again, for $55, I think that was such a great price. Let me concentrate on the road, and I'll pick you guys back once I get home to show you guys all the pieces. So I came to my favorite place, to Playa Bowl, and I got a different bowl this time. This one have strawberry, banana, coconut milk, topped with blueberry flats granola, strawberry cacao nibs, coconut flakes, Nutella, and white chocolate. I know that's pretty much a lot of sweet, but I really want to try it out. These two guys that they keep looking at me like, just grow up. It's 2025. This is so normal to see people with cameras. Just grow up. How about that? I might get hate for this, but what about find a business that pay you? Period. Okay, so here is the bowl. It smells so good. Oh my god, it smells so good. I normally go with the Nutella one, but I wanted to just try something out. Terrence always told me the same thing. He always said, just try something different. Like, you always stick with the same. I'm like, well, oh yeah, this is my new one. I like this. Actually better than the other one that I always get. It is almost 3:30. I'm sitting here in the parking lot. I think next time I'm not gonna put coconut flakes. I just don't like coconut flakes anymore like I used to, but definitely she didn't put a lot, but they kind of like don't blend well. Man, this is so good. Oh my god, I always order the same thing. One thing that I'm learning about Terrence, he's a very outgoing person, and he likes to always try new things. Like, he's not like me at all. I'm the type of person that if I like something, I stick with it, like over and over again. He already know my Chipotle order, he already know my Panda Express order, he know every single order in every single restaurant because I always order the same thing. So he always orders something different that we never tried before, so I can try. And 9 times out of 10, I tend to like more his stuff. Oh my god, he's texting me. I've been gone for too long, that's what it is. I almost at home anyways. Want to do something with his hair. I work tonight, and I was telling Terrence that it stressed me out how much hair I have. I'm telling you what, some people want, some people don't want. Like, I'm okay with my hair, but I really want to cut my hair. I just feel like a little bob. It will eat for the summer. Like, it will look so good. You guys know I bleach my hair, so I feel like my hair is being so dry lately. So I've been telling Terrence I want to cut my hair, like, literally. I don't mind just have it like shorter. And he's like, no, like, you have a long hair, it's beautiful, I love it. Oh my god, it's so much hair. I don't even know what to do tonight. Like, I was thinking about probably wash my hair and do like some braids, like the 2 braids that I normally do, just to look presentable for the week, because right now I look like. But yeah, almost home. I will pick you guys back once we get there. Okay, I got back home and I got the box with all the goodies. So let me show you guys real quick. First of all, I'm very transparent with my things, so I don't know how you guys gonna take my review, but I left her a bad review. Drop the mic. All that to say, I'm about to show you guys what I got. All of this needs to be washed, but this is the teapot. This is the one that I saw at Etsy for $95. Again, if it wasn't because I really wanted this, I will call it out, but it is very pretty. Then I guess this is the sugar one, which is so beautiful, super cute. She told me this wasn't on the listing, but the lady remembered that she had these, so she just put it there. It's like a nice container for creamers, super pretty. Then here I have the plates. They're so pretty. I have 8 in total. They're so heavy and nice. And I have 8 of these mugs. They are so stunning, you guys. I can definitely see myself having my little cup of tea, you know, looking fancy. This is cute. This is definitely a vibe. But I'm about to close the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I know this vlog was pretty much all over the place. I just wanted to make sure I covered everything. Since I missed a week, I just feel like I needed to catch on and put you guys on. So thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. Don't forget to follow me over my social medias on TikTok and Instagram. All of them will be linked in my description box below. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.